I'm concerned, all we've really
from Chinese people. I got my education from Americans.
done is just described it in further detail. And we haven't really shifted the needle on the question of why it is that way rather than another. So when we look in the quantum realm and we find these very specific set of particles and not other particles, they've got particular weights and not other weights.
My government wanted me to be dead. That's my honest.
Why is that the case? Why not some other set of particles with a different set of properties?
Yeah, and so it really comes down to...
Does that make me want to hate my government? No. Right? But that makes me want to work harder to prove myself within a system where I clearly do better than you. Right? And I didn't realize that that was a thing until like 9 months ago, 10 months ago. Right? And like in honesty, maybe like a year and a bit ago.
What do you want science to do?
I was like, oh, there isn't wrong with me. It's just this conformity of the system that tries to make me realize that there's a product in the system so I can be a part of the problem, right? Instead of actually being a person. That's why I'm not a leader, right? Because I don't fit in anywhere. But now I have these understandings. I can put things to paper than ever before. You know, he can't write. He could never write a letter. He could never write a letter to us. Yeah.
Niels Bohr, the grand master of quantum physics,
don't have letters anymore,
would
homie.
say all you want science to do is give you some mathematical explanation for the readouts in your
Majesty, sorry.
equipment. You take a measurement, you get a result. Can you explain that number? You don't need to explain anything about the nature of reality. You don't have to tell a narrative of how things are.
Whatever, we're watching from here now.
You explain those numbers?
Yes.
Now, many of us think that that's a too limited way of looking at science. I'm more in the camp that you describe. I want to feel like I can tell some coherent story that gives me some understanding of not only how things are, but why they are this way. Now, we've been really good at the how so far because we have the standard model of particle physics that can describe the results that come out of every experiment.
You got to drop bombs. You got to drop bombs. Like, you don't have to do it on Earth. You know what I mean? You have to. You know, we have to refine this. Right? We have to refine this and try and find a property that isn't, you know, or, right? And within that property, right, we have to think about its system. You can't create a system through a system of probability, right? You can't.